Welcome to my website, thelonecop.com. This is the mortgage company you have always wanted. It is the most honest and upfront mortgage experience you could hope for. In less than 10 minutes, I will explain to you how you can literally save thousands of dollars and lots of headaches in the mortgage and home loan process. Really quickly before we get going, a little bit about me. I'm Brooke Johnson. I'm the president of Curtis Capital Corporation, a fully licensed mortgage broker corporation and real estate corporation here in California. Here's my licensing. I am also a police officer. So here's the deal I'm going to give to you. You've decided to buy a home or you want to refinance. The first thing you're going to notice is banks, lenders, brokers, they all have different interest rates and fees. Why is that? It's very simple, folks. That's how they make their money. So you, as a smart borrower, how can you find the lowest interest rate available and the lowest fees for your mortgage or refinance? It's very simple. There's a trick though you got to know, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain to you what that trick is, how you get the lowest interest rate available. Let me explain to you how they set the wholesale interest rate. The wholesale interest rate is set by the market and economic factors. Remember, over the last few years, the economy wasn't that great. Interest rates went down. They're trying to get people to borrow money. Now the economy is getting a little bit better. Interest rates are starting to rise. The demand for borrowing is going up, so interest rates go up. So let me give you an example. It's like the price of a barrel of oil. It is set by supply and demand. It is the same for all the big gas companies. So if the price for a barrel of oil is $100, those big gas companies are all paying $100 for a barrel of oil, even though they're buying 1 million barrels. If it's $60 that day, then they're all paying $60 for the barrels of oil, even if they're buying, like I said, 1 million barrels. So the question is, why does each gas station have a different price? If you look around, you go to an intersection, 3 gas stations, one's going to be $3.50, one's $3.60, one's $3.70. If they're all paying the same price for a barrel of oil, why then does each gas station have a different price per gallon? Simple. Each gas station is allowed to mark up the price of a gallon of gasoline. That's how they make their money. So they mark it up based on how much they want to make. So how does this relate to interest rates and you trying to get a mortgage? Well, the interest rate for mortgages, like we just said, is set by the market and daily economic factors. Banks, lenders, brokers, they get to mark up the wholesale interest rate as much or as little as they want to, and that's how they make their money. Sometimes they mark it up a lot, sometimes they don't mark it up as much because they want to be more competitive, whatever. The point is, they get the wholesale interest rate, they mark it up, and this is banks, lenders, brokers, doesn't matter. They all get to mark it up. And the difference between the wholesale interest rate and what they actually give you is their profit. So the question for you is, how can you get the wholesale interest rate or as close to the wholesale interest rate as is possible to give you the lowest interest rate? That's the question. Here's how you do it. Here's how you get the wholesale interest rate. If you could strip away the markup, you would be able to see what the wholesale interest rate is for your mortgage situation. Now, the wholesale interest rate will change, obviously, on various factors such as credit score, the amount of the loan, and the loan-to-value ratio. However, there is a wholesale interest rate for every loan scenario. Let me give you another example. Let's assume that the wholesale market interest rate for today is 4%. But you go online, you call some lenders, you're going to get a range of interest rates. One bank may be 4.375 plus fees, a broker might be 4.25 plus fees, another lender might be 4.5% plus their fees. And what are these fees? Some will charge you underwriting, some will charge you processing, there's always the appraisal fee. Fact is, you're getting different interest rates, you're getting some different fees. What gives? You want the 4%. You want to know what the wholesale market interest rate is and how you can get it. Stick with me, I'm almost there. I'm going to show you how to do it. Each of these lenders is marking up the interest rate and charging you various fees. Like we explained before, that's how they make their money. You can't get the wholesale interest rate, in this scenario the 4%, because that is the wholesale market interest rate, and you have to get a mortgage from a licensed mortgage company. Like the previous example of the barrel of oil, you can't go down and get a barrel of oil for $100 from the New York Stock Exchange. Can't be done. That's the wholesale price. You can't do it. Just like that, on a mortgage, you can't go down to the Federal Reserve, the national bank, and say, hey, I know the wholesale interest rate is 4%. I want a mortgage today on 4%. Can't be done. You have to use a licensed mortgage company. Wait a second, maybe it can be done. But what if you could get the wholesale interest rate? I've been talking this whole time, I'm going to get you the wholesale interest rate. So you can. There is a trick. Like we talked about before, you got to take away the markup. So that is what we have done here at Curtis Capital. The majority of lenders will tell you they don't charge you an origination fee, which is kind of true. They just hide it in the marked up interest rate. That's how they get paid. We don't do it that way. We show you the market interest rate, the wholesale market interest rate. We charge you a flat fee, origination fee. You get the wholesale interest rate. It's right there in black and white. No games, no trickery. It will literally save you thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your loan. Now I know you guys, your first question of course is, well, what's your fee? Very simple. Our fee is $2,000 for a loan amount up to $453,000. It's over $453,000, we charge you $3,000. Simple, flat fee. We can get into the reasons of those loan amounts of $453,000 later when you give me a call. Curtis Capital has truly changed the mortgage business. Instead of hiding the fee, the commission, the markup, and giving our clients a higher interest rate, we tell you upfront what the fee is. You get the wholesale market interest rate. It is the lowest possible interest rate available the day you lock your loan. Our clients, hopefully you in this case, will literally save thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. Now I'm going to stop real quick and just remind you, you are still responsible for paying third-party fees like escrow, title, and appraisal, just like with any other lender, with any other loan. Sometimes we can get those paid for. That's going to be a case-by-case scenario depending on what the market is doing that day. But when you give me a call, I can go over that with you. But let me give you one more example just so you understand how much money you can save doing it this way. Now this next bit of information, there's going to be some loan officers out there that are a little bit upset that I'm disclosing this. But in California, the average lender makes 1.75 to 1.99% of the loan amount as their commission. This commission I was talking about, 1.75 to 1.99%, this translates to an approximate markup of between 3/8 and 0.5% in interest rate. So if the wholesale market interest rate is 4% from our example earlier, then the bank or the lender will offer you 4.375 to 4.5%, plus of course the fees we talked about. Here at Curtis Capital, we will give you the best deal. We will give you the wholesale interest rate. We will charge you the flat fee, $2,000 for a $453,000 loan, plus of course escrow title fees. What's the difference? On a $400,000 loan, for example, that would save you $100 to $150 a month. That $100 to $150 a month in our example, that's $36,000 to $54,000 in savings over the life of the loan. Now that is real money. Yes, it is that simple. You get the wholesale interest rate. You get lower fees. You get a lower monthly payment. It's simple, it's honest, it makes our clients happy. As I like to say, it's a win-win-win. Please get a hold of me. We can talk about your individual loan situation. I can guarantee you that we will get you the wholesale interest rate, the lowest interest rate available the day that you lock your loan with us. There's a simple flat fee for every loan. We discussed that. There's no games, no gimmicks. You're going to see everything right up front. Here's all my contact info. Please give me a call, send me an email, we can discuss your situation. Watch this video again if you need a refresher on exactly what's going on, or give me a call and I can discuss it with you directly. Thanks again and be safe out there.